Buzzers at home, we're going to start playing. We've got Kearsley and Brighton. Welcome, players. The Quick 10 begins with question 1. What did ancient Romans call a two-wheeled horse-drawn cart driven by a gladiator? Brighton, Lily.
A chariot.
A chariot. That's right. We're on the board. Question 2. Who wrote the words to the Star-Spangled Banner? Kearsley, Andrew.
Francis Scott Key.
That's right. Question 3. Who created Sherlock Holmes? Kearsley, Sarah.
Arthur Conan Doyle.
Nicely done. That's right for 10. Question 4. What is the capital of Sweden? Kearsley, Andrew. Stockholm is the capital. That's right. Question 5. Leprechauns are found in the folklore of which Brighton, Ben?
Ireland.
Ireland is right. Which country I was going to say. Question 6. What are produced by your lacrimal glands? Kearsley, Andrew.
Sweat.
No, I'm sorry. That's wrong. Brighton, anybody? Ben?
Saliva.
Tears. Lacrimal glands are in your eyes. They produce tears. Question 7. What son of Venus and Mercury was the Roman god of love? Brighton, Ben.
Cupid.
Cupid is right. Question 8. What was the name of the fictional carpenter who created Pinocchio? Kearsley, Andrew.
Geppetto.
Geppetto was Pinocchio's father, yes. Question 9. What continent's grassy plains are called the Pampas? Brighton, Ben.
South America.
South America is right. Question 10. What future president defeated the British at the Battle of New Orleans? Kearsley, Andrew.
Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson is right. That's good for 10 points. Nicely done, players. 9 out of 10 answered correctly. We're underway. The game is QuizBusters.
WKAR presents QuizBusters. Production of QuizBusters is made possible in part by Consumers Energy, building Michigan's future by supporting excellence in education. Consumers Energy, count on us. And by viewers like you. Now, here's the host of QuizBusters, Matt Ottinger.
Thank you very much and welcome to QuizBusters. Glad to have you aboard and glad to have two teams who handled the Quick 10 very, very well. 9 out of 10, I forget which one, lacrimal glands, that's right. 9 out of 10 questions answered correctly, and we split 9 as well as you can split 9. Kearsley with the 1 question lead as we finish up the Quick 10 and we start playing our regular game. We'll meet the players at halftime. Right now, the regular game begins with a toss-up for everybody. Correct answer gets us a bonus. Here we go, players. Good luck to you. When these entities are less than 1 meter high and 5 meters long, they are called growlers. Since 1914, the Grand Banks have been monitored for these entities that calve off of the... Kearsley, Andrew.
What are icebergs?
Icebergs is the correct answer. That's good for 10 points. And I don't mind how you phrase it in this game. That's just fine. It's a common thing to do. Kearsley, bonus for you. Robert, you're going to give me answers. Now you talk to your teammates and see how you do with these as I ask you to answer these questions about Charles's law. First, Charles's law says that the volume of a gas is directly proportional to what quantity measured in kelvins?
Density, kelvins, temperature.
Temperature.
Temperature's right. Which British chemist who studied atoms and stated a namesake law of partial pressures independently discovered Charles's law in 1802?
What was the other one that we were talking about? It started with a B.
And I need an answer.
Charles.
Not Charles, no, it would be a different, that'd be a really good coincidence. John Dalton was his name, John Dalton. 10 for the first one, up to 70 you go. We have a new toss-up for all players. Though it considers itself the originator of modern lacrosse, 2014 was its first medal ever at the World Lacrosse Championship, when it finished 3rd behind only Canada and the U.S., and took criticism for the heavy hickory sticks its players used. Identify this confederation of Native American tribes whose members live mostly in Canada and upstate New York. Kearsley, Sarah.
The Iroquois?
Is right. Well done. I thought that was a tricky one, and you solved that one. Kearsley, back to you for the bonus. Philosophers who wrote each of the following books. First, this ancient Greek wrote metaphysics and rhetoric.
Socrates.
Not a bad guess, but it's another one of those famous ones, Aristotle. Aristotle in this case. Tough break on that bonus, but you got 10 for the bonus. And we're going to play the pop quiz. One-on-one action now for our players. Everybody's going to answer 3 questions against a single opponent. I'm only going to give you 2 letters, but I think you'll do okay with them. It's unusual letters, and that will help in formulating your answers. Everything begins with S-Y. S-Y is our letter set for the first round. Tristan from Kearsley and Cece from Brighton are our first 2 players. Just Tristan and Cece, here we go. A thick liquid consisting of sugar and water. Cece.
Syrup.
Syrup is the S-Y, that's right. Next. The combined action of 2 or more similar but distinct things, such as muscles or businesses, which work more efficiently or productively together than they do separately. Cece?
Synchronization.
Not synchronization. No. Tristan, any idea? No. In business, we call that synergy. Synergy is the word that I wanted. And finally, for Tristan and Cece, the building or assembly place used by Jewish communities for Cece.
Synagogue. Just
barely beating Tristan to that one. I think you both had it. Synagogue is right. Sarah now from Kearsley and Lily from Brighton. The capital of New South Wales and the largest city in Australia. Lily.
Sydney.
Sydney, Australia is S-Y, that's right. Next. A rhythm in music in which the regular accent in a composition falls on a usually unaccented beat. That's syncopated rhythm, syncopation. Final question for Sarah and Lily. Any word that has the same meaning as another word in this. Lily.
Synonym.
A synonym. Quick on that buzzer. Sarah had that one too. Captains now, Robert Kearsley and Scott Brighton. A usually small hand cylinder with a piston inside used to suck in and, Scott.
Syringe.
A syringe is the S-Y. Yes, next. A brief or condensed statement giving the basic facts, Scott.
Synopsis.
A synopsis. You could also have said a syllabus. I'd have taken that too. And finally, for our captains. In biology, an assemblage of organs or related tissues concerned with the same function, such as, Robert?
A system.
A system is right, such as the digestive, the pulmonary, or the respiratory. Andrew now, Kearsley, and Ben Brighton. The 2-word term for the Olympic event in which pairs or teams perform choreographed aquatic routines. Andrew.
Synchronized swimming.
Is exactly right. Yes. Next. A large spreading tree of the eastern and northern United States. Andrew.
Sycamore.
Sycamore tree. S-Y. That's right. And finally, a part of a word or an entire word pronounced with a, Ben.
Syllable.
A syllable, a single sound of the voice. That's right. Look at that. We're tied at 110 after the first pop quiz. Good game underway. Players, we're now back to the regular game. We've got a toss-up question that will lead to a bonus. All 8 players are in for this. A civilization where the word I has been removed from the language and replaced with we is the subject of her work anthem. Brighton Lily.
Ayn Rand.
Nicely done. Knew the early clue. I was going to get to the fountainhead. Atlas shrugged. Lily didn't need that. So Brighton, you've got the bonus. Scott, answers from you when you've conferred with your teammates. Answer these about the history of Catalonia. Catalonia. First, this king of Aragon ruled over Catalonia when he married Queen Isabella in 1469.
You guys took a Piero.
And I need an answer.
Henry.
Not Henry, no. You think of the Columbus's voyage, you think of Ferdinand and Isabella. Ferdinand and Isabella. No points on that one. New toss-up players. His oldest daughter, Martha Rudolph, gave birth to the first child born in the White House. In his first inaugural address, Kearsley Andrew.
Grover Cleveland.
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. So Brighton, you get a chance to hear some more. You cannot confer, but you can wait and buzz in when you're absolutely sure. In his first inaugural address, he said, quote, "We are all Republicans, we are all Federalists." unquote. He sent Lewis and Clark on their voyage of discovery. Ben.
Thomas Jefferson.
Of course, it's Thomas Jefferson. That's good for 10 points. And Brighton, I've got a big picture to show you. I neglected to show you the last time, so let's see how you do with this bonus. I'm going to ask you to answer these questions about the Italian artist Michelangelo. And here's your first one. Michelangelo painted the Sistine Chapel in what century?
17th.
Not the 17th. No, I'm sorry. It's the 1500s, 16th century. Once again, bonus is proving difficult for our players, but we're doing really well with the toss-ups. So I know I'm going to ask another one of those. Here we go, players. You're back. Everybody's back in. The area around its equator rotates faster around its axis than its poles do. Made mostly of hydrogen and helium, it's Brighton Ben.
Jupiter.
Is what I wanted. Well done. Toss-ups are going at a quick pace. Let's see if you can get a hold of a bonus here. Brighton, back to you for the bonus. Name these Victorian novelists. First, this author of The Old Curiosity Shop fictionalized his own life in David Copperfield.
Dickens.
Dickens is right. Charles Dickens. Next. She wrote about provincial life in Middlemarch. Her other works include Silas Marner. She chose her male pen name in order for her works to be taken seriously.
George Eliot.
George Eliot is right. Marianne Evans, her real name. And finally, this prolific novelist wrote the Chronicles of Barsetshire and the parliamentary novels, as well as The Way We Live Now.
Austin.
Not Austin. No, good try. Always good to guess. This was a tough one. Anthony Trollope was his name. 20 points on the bonus gives you 160. Biggest lead of the game. The leads have gone back and forth, though. Again, really good game here. We're going to take a break. Everybody's doing fine, and I hate to ruin this momentum, but we do have a moment now to take and meet our players individually, find out a little bit about each of them, both traveling from some considerable distance to join us in our East Lansing studios. Let's begin with the Hornets of Kearsley. And Tristan, you're on the hot seat. You're going to go first for us. Tell everybody about yourself.
My name is Tristan McEwen, and I'm a sophomore at Kearsley High School, and I plan to attend medical school.
All right, Tristan, very good. Sarah's up next.
My name is Sarah Glover. I'm a senior at Kearsley High School, and I want to go into music theory in college.
All right, good for you, Sarah. Let's meet your captain, Robert.
My name is Robert Allery. I'm a senior at Kearsley High School, and I'm one of the founding members of my high school's robotics team.
Terrific, Robert. Thank you for joining us. And finally, Andrew.
Hi, my name is Andrew Flynn. I'm a junior at Kearsley High School, and I'm currently writing a book on my experiences with World War II veterans.
Excellent. All right, Andrew, thanks for playing our game with us. In the audience, quite a few alternates for the Kearsley team that joined us today. Leah Demand, Brianna Horn, and Tyler Jameson. And the advisor for the Kearsley Hornets is Chris Schmidt. They're the Hornets. Yes, let's give them a hand. And now let's meet the Bulldogs of Brighton, beginning with Cece.
My name is Cece Mikett. I'm a sophomore at Brighton High School, and I am on the robotics team.
Okay, terrific. You and Aunt Robert will have some things in common there. Lily, welcome.
I'm Lily Ireton. I'm a senior at Brighton High School, and I'm on the varsity bowling team.
I didn't know there was a varsity. That's very cool. Scott's the captain.
Hello, I'm Scott Smith. I'm a senior at Brighton High School, and I started the Digital Multimedia Club at my school.
Very cool, Scott. And finally, let's meet Ben.
My name is Ben Drabing. I'm a sophomore at Brighton High School, and I play tuba in the Brighton High School marching band.
Terrific. Ben, thank you for being with us. In the audience, the advisor for the Bulldogs is Dina Brennan. Those are our Bulldogs. Those are our Hornets. This is QuizBusters. Players, second half, same as the first. Toss-ups, bonuses, a pop quiz waiting for us halfway through. When we get to the end, if we're still close, the lightning round will determine our winner. I'm getting my notes together in order so I know what I'm doing, and because I've already made at least one mistake today, and we're ready to play. All right, players, toss-up gets us control of a bonus. Everybody's back in for this. This man presided over Robert Bork's Supreme Court hearings and promoted creation of a three-part Iraqi federation in 2006. In 1988, he ended his presidential campaign after plagiarism charges. Name this former Delaware senator and current vice president. Kearsley, Sarah.
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden is the current vice president. If that's the only thing you knew, it's the only thing you had to know about that question. Kearsley, bonus to you. Name these college football bowls Hope at least one of you is a sports fan. First, this one, located in Pasadena, California, calls itself the granddaddy of them all.
Rose Bowl.
Rose Bowl is right. That's an easy one. Next, this one, played in New Orleans, has been sponsored since 2007 by Allstate. I need an answer. Quickly.
Super Bowl.
Say it.
Super Bowl.
So not Super Bowl, that'd be Pro. Yeah, you know that. Sugar. You're actually close to it with the letters. Sugar Bowl is the one that's sponsored by Allstate. 10 more points on the bonus, 30-point game. Right back to a toss-up, everybody. It was featured in the 1955 movie Blackboard Jungle, as well as the film American Graffiti, and the first episodes of the TV series Happy Days. One of the later verses of this party song tells about chimes striking 5, 6, and 7 in the middle of dancing for 12 straight hours. Name this classic song performed by Bill Haley and his Comets. Your teachers know. It's a generational thing. Rock Around the Clock. Rock Around the Clock is the answer there. A rare missed toss-up question. Let's get back to another one. Everybody's right back in. Tried during World War II and then again during John Kennedy's presidency, it hit full stride as part of Lyndon Johnson's Great Society. Today, this welfare program feeds nearly 1/6 of the Kearsley, Sarah.
Food stamps?
Is what I wanted. Food stamps, 1/6 of the U.S. population, now officially called the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Kearsley, back to you for the bonus. Answer these questions about insulators. First, this material acquired from sheep helps you stay warm in very cold weather.
Wool.
Simple as that. Next, this brand name is often used incorrectly to refer to the product used to make disposable coffee cups. The actual insulation material is extruded, not expanded.
Styrofoam.
Styrofoam is right. The effectiveness of fiberglass and other insulators is typically reported as a measure of thermal resistance, represented by what letter of the alphabet?
K.
No, it's the R value. The R value determines the effectiveness of the insulation. So look at that, tied at 160 as we play a key pop quiz. So often the pop quiz makes the difference in our game. 120 points on the line. 3 letters this time, players. B-E-A. Everything's going to begin with B-E-A. We start with Tristan from Kearsley and Cece from Brighton. The British foursome of the 1960s, considered one of the most, Cece?
The Beatles.
The Beatles, influential rock and roll groups of all time. That's right. Next. To hold up or support the weight of something. Cece.
Bear.
To bear. That's right. Finally. An expanse of sand or pebbles along a shore. Cece.
Beach.
Nicely done, Cece. All 3 of those, and that gives you a 30-point lead. Sarah now Kearsley and Lily Brighton. A large amphibious rodent with sharp incisors. Sarah.
Beaver.
A beaver, that's right. Webbed hind feet and a flattened tail. Next. The ship on which Charles Darwin served. Sarah.
Beagle.
Beagle. The HMS Beagle is right. And finally, to overcome or defeat an opponent in a contest. Lily.
Beat.
To beat. That's right. Lily prevented the sweep, so Brighton still has the lead. Robert now Kearsley. Scott Brighton. In machinery, the supports or guides for rotating parts. Usually, Scott.
Beam?
Not beam. No, I'm sorry, Robert, I'll finish it for you. The supports or guides for rotating parts, usually made up of one or more small metal balls.
Bearing?
Ball bearing is exactly what I'm looking for. The singular, I'll take that. Next. An old-fashioned term for a frequent and attentive male companion. That would be someone's beau, B-E-A-U. Final question for our captains. A flat-bottomed cylindrical container with a pouring lip, usually found in a laboratory. Scott.
Beaker.
A beaker. That's the B-E-A. Yes. We end now with Andrew from Kearsley, Ben from Brighton. Any non-human animal, especially a large, 4-footed, and ferocious one. Andrew.
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Nope, sorry, too much time, Andrew. I'll give it, Ben, I finished it. Do you have an answer?
Oh, you did finish it?
Yeah, a four-footed and ferocious one. Go ahead.
Beaver.
Not a beaver. A beast. Any such animal. A beast is what I wanted. Next question for Andrew and Ben. Forget that one. The unusual first name of the author of various children's books, best known for The Tale of Peter Rabbit. I bet some of your literature friends wish they had gotten that one. Beatrix, as in Beatrix Potter. Final question for Andrew and Ben. The bill of a bird. Ben.
Beak.
Beak. B-E-A-K. And he knew that one. That's our pop quiz. Slight advantage Brighton that time. They have a 30-point lead. We've got a few more toss-ups, a few more bonuses, and then that 60-second lightning round. So everybody's back in for this. One of this man's novels concerns Ossipon and Verloc's attempts to destroy the Greenwich Observatory. Besides the secret agent, his other characters include Legat in The Secret Sharer and the ivory trader Kurtz. Name this Polish-born author of Heart of Darkness. Brighton, Scott.
Conrad.
Conrad is right. Heart of Darkness, I was going to say. Well done on a tough one. Brighton, bonus to you. It's one of our big picture bonuses. So take a look at the picture. It's a picture of John Keats. I'll tell you that right now. And I'm going to ask you to identify the John Keats ode that contains each of the following lines. So ode will be in the title in each case. First, beauty is truth, truth beauty. That is all ye know on earth, and all ye need to know.
Ode to beauty. Ode to beauty.
Not ode to beauty. Ode on a Grecian urn is what that's called. It's one of his most famous, but didn't pay off for you that time. So you've got the 40-point lead. New toss-up players, still time. Its characters include teenager Joe McAllister, used car dealer Jim Rennie, Brighton, Scott.
Under the Dome.
Nicely done with little information. You're absolutely right. Brighton, right back to you for the bonuses. How many atoms of hydrogen are there in a molecule or formula unit of each of the following? The number of atoms of hydrogen is what I need from you. First, water.
Two.
Two, of course, that's right. Next, ammonium hydroxide.
Five.
5 is right, NH4OH. And finally, for 20, propane.
3, I believe. 8.
8 is right, 20 points. You got your hands on a bonus you could handle. That's the way to play the game. Big lead for Brighton, still time. New toss-up, all players. The dome of London's St. Paul's Cathedral was built using a method devised by this man who, in Micrographia, depicted insects in stunning detail and coined the term cell. Name this British polymath whose eponymous law gives the force needed to stretch or compress a spring. Brighton, Lily.
Hook.
Hooke's law, Robert Hooke. Another one for Brighton. Back to you again for the bonus. Name the countries where you would find these American military cemeteries. First, Manila, with more than 17,000 dead from World War II.
France.
No, Manila is in the Philippines. The Philippines. Little bit rush there. I think you didn't wait to hear from everybody was the problem there. 100-point lead, new toss-up players. In geometry, it is a line that connects any vertex of a triangle to the midpoint of the opposite side. Give this math term representing the fifth. Kearsley, Andrew.
Segment.
Not segment. No, I'm sorry, Brighton, more for you. Give this math term representing the 50th percentile of a large data set that in a data set of 9 points is equal to the 5th highest value. Cece?
Median.
Median is what I wanted. Well done. All of our Brighton players heard from on toss-ups. That's impressive. Brighton, quick bonus for you. I'll name a college sports mascot that took part in the Steamboat Mascot Stampede in Steamboat, Colorado in 2015. You name the Midwestern college represented by that mascot. First, Bucky Badger.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin is right. Next, Willie the Wildcat. Northwestern is right. 420. Victor E. Husky. Victor E. Husky.
Northern Illinois.
Northern Illinois is right. Well done, Ben. All three of those. Good job, a sweep of the category. That'll just about do it. Love to see the minds working on that. That was nice, and I think those two sweeps will have just about done it, but we're still going to play the last 60 seconds. That's the fun part. Fast-paced game. 10 points when you're right, 10 points down when you're wrong. We've got 60 seconds on the lightning round clock. Players, good luck to you. The lightning round begins now. According to Tennyson, in what season does a young man's fancy lightly turn to thoughts of love? Robert.
Fall.
Wrong. What was the clear that. Next question. What was the nationality of Ferdinand Magellan, Pedro Cabral, and Vasco da Gama? Ben.
Portuguese.
Right. Name both of the two large bones between your knee and your ankle. Robert.
The tibia and the fibula.
Right. What classic Oscar-winning movie was set in Africa, in and around Sarah?
Casablanca.
Right. Name the volcano that destroyed the city of Pompeii. Scott. Wrong. What element with atomic number 19 has the symbol K? Sarah.
Potassium.
Right. What is the popular name for the third molars in a human mouth that usually appear? Sarah.
Wisdom teeth.
Right. In Greek mythology, who was known as the messenger of the gods? Ben.
Hermes.
Right. What Asian city will host the 2020? Ben.
Beijing.
Wrong. According to the old adage, time is up. It didn't matter. Brighton, you're our winners today. Congratulations. Two good teams. Vesuvius was the volcano. Robert knew that. Under pressure, these things happen. In the spring, a young man's fancy lightly turns to thoughts of love. And what Asian city, you might not have heard it all, will host the 2020 Summer Olympic Games? Tokyo is where the games are going to be held. Beijing held them fairly recently. Two really good teams, and I thank you both for coming and playing a game with us. Brighton, you'll come back and play some more. We thank you for watching, everybody at home, for this terrific contest. For all of us here on QuizBusters, I'm Matt Ottinger. Enjoy.
Production of QuizBusters is made possible in part by Consumers Energy, building Michigan's future by supporting excellence in education. Consumers Energy, count on us. And by viewers like you. Book Scholarship Awards are provided by SBS, the Student Bookstore, located at 421 East Grand River Avenue in East Lansing. Be sure to like our Facebook page, and for more information about QuizBusters or any of WKAR's locally produced series or specials, visit our website, WKAR.org.